Welcome to Full News MMA, your go-to source for the hottest MMA news, fight breakdowns, and behind-the-scenes insights. Whether it's UFC, Bellator, or the global fight scene, we've got you covered. Join the Fight Fans community, hit that subscribe button, and stay ready for the latest updates from the world of mixed martial arts. Let's dive in. Welcome back, Fight Fans. Today, we dive into one of the biggest stories rocking the MMA world. Conor McGregor, the UFC's most polarizing superstar, is making headlines again. This time, not for his moves in the octagon, but for the controversy unfolding outside it. Love him or hate him, McGregor always finds a way to grab the spotlight, and this case is no exception. In this video, we'll break down the latest updates, explore what's really happening, and discuss how this could impact the future of the Notorious. You won't want to miss this, so stick around, hit that like button, and let's get straight into it. Conor McGregor has come out saying he plans to appeal after a jury in the High Court found that he got into a serious altercation with Nikita Hand in a Dublin hotel back in 2018 and slapped her with a nearly €250,000 award. The UFC champ expressed his disappointment over today's verdict, calling the payout modest. "I'll be appealing today's decision," he posted on X. The judge's instructions and the modest award were for assault, not for aggravated or exemplary damages. "I'm bummed that the jury didn't hear all the evidence the DPP went through. Right now, I'm with my family, focusing on my future." Earlier tonight, McGregor left the High Court in Dublin, hand in hand with his fiancée, Dee Devlin. The pair made their way through a media frenzy and hopped into a waiting car before being driven off. Dee Devlin showed up to court this morning to support her man, alongside his mom Margaret, his sister Auf, his dad Tony, and other family members. This marked the first time Dee had shown up in court during the 3-week trial. The jury started deliberating their verdict yesterday around 3 p.m. before being sent home for the day at 4 p.m. They broke for a quick 30-minute lunch just before 1 p.m. today. After lunch, McGregor came back into the courtroom and sat between Dee and his mom, Margaret. Counsellor Philip Sutcliffe also joined the entourage, sitting between Dee Devlin and James Lawrence. As the court awaited the verdict, McGregor was visibly stressed, sighing heavily and holding back tears as his family comforted him. He sat with his head down as the verdict came in. He shook his head and wiped his eyes. His fiancée Dee Devlin, sitting next to him, started crying. James Lawrence was found not liable for any damages. Lawrence walked over and shook McGregor's hand. Meanwhile, Nikita Hand burst into tears and was comforted by her partner, Gary Foy, as the verdict was read. Nikita Hand had accused Conor McGregor and James Lawrence of being involved in a major incident at the Beacon Hotel in Dublin on December 9, 2018. Both McGregor and Lawrence denied the accusations, claiming their interaction with Hand was consensual. But after a long day of deliberating, the jury came back and found McGregor guilty of getting involved in a physical altercation with Ms. Hand in the hotel room, awarding her $248,604 in damages. Outside court, Nikita Hand told reporters she was overwhelmed by the support she's received. In the civil case, the jury heard that McGregor got physical with Nikita Hand at the South Dublin Hotel. McGregor, the MMA megastar, had previously told the court that his encounter with Ms. Hand was consensual and described it as enthusiastic, athletic, prolonged, and vigorous. The jury, made up of 8 women and 4 men, heard the closing arguments at the High Court in Dublin last Tuesday. John Gordon SC, representing Ms. Hand, said that during the trial, the jury had witnessed stress, anger, hate, and what he called serial lying. He claimed his client was badly treated by McGregor. Gordon said Miss Hand never acted like an angel, but was just out trying to have a good time until things went sideways. He explained that Miss Hand, who was visibly upset in the courtroom, now lives in fear. Gordon said she had told McGregor she didn't want to have relations because she had a tampon in, and that they were all part of a friend group with his fiancée, Dee Devlin. But McGregor wouldn't take no for an answer. Gordon also criticized McGregor's testimony, saying claims about athletic relations, that Ms. Hand dove into a bath, and his wild stories about being out for 3 days didn't make sense or address the questions the court had. "You're being fed lies by this arrogant guy," Gordon said. He added, "McGregor hasn't faced up to any of this. He's been running away from it. Gordon told the jury there's no excuse for his appalling behavior. He said the evidence against McGregor was overwhelming and backed up Ms. Hand's story, adding that she was dealing with PTSD from the physical altercation. Gordon said McGregor's defense was all about throwing dust in your eyes. His remarks came after Remy Farrell, McGregor's defense lawyer, said that Ms. Hand had appeared happy in the CCTV footage shown to the jury. Farrell told the jury that while some of them might have negative feelings toward McGregor, it was their job to carefully review all the evidence, not to just go with their gut or a hot take. You might hate him, some of you might even loathe him, but don't let that cloud your judgment, he said. Farrell continued, I'm not asking you to invite him to Sunday brunch. Conor McGregor drops a bombshell about his next steps after losing the civil case. Conor McGregor was ordered to pay $250 to his victim, Nikita Hand, after being found responsible for a serious physical altercation in a hotel penthouse. McGregor has revealed what's next for him after losing his case in Dublin. McGregor was found liable for a serious altercation with a woman at a Dublin hotel following a 2-week trial. The jury, which consisted of 8 men and 4 women, concluded that McGregor assaulted the former hair colorist after reviewing 8 days of evidence. The 35-year-old has been ordered to pay $187,000 in damages. He was sued by Nikita Neeleman, also known as Nikita Hand, who accused the former UFC double champ of leaving her badly treated after the December 2018 incident at the penthouse suite of the Beacon Hotel. During the trial, McGregor, once the world's highest-paid athlete, denied the allegations, insisting that the encounter with Ms. Hand was consensual. He described the encounter in his testimony as enthusiastic, athletic, prolonged, and vigorous. Taking to X, McGregor said he would appeal the verdict. He also thanked his fans for their support. I'll be appealing today's decision. The judge's instructions and the modest award were for assault, not aggravated or exemplary damages. I'm bummed that the jury didn't hear all the evidence the DPP went through. Right now, I'm with my family, focusing on my future. Thank you to all my support worldwide. Meanwhile, after the verdict, Nikita Hand read an emotional statement outside court. I want to start by saying I'm completely overwhelmed by all the support I've gotten from everyone, she said. First, I want to thank my legal team and my 3 barristers, John Gordon, Ray Boland, and Sean. They've been incredible from start to finish. She continued, I want to thank Mr. Justice Alexander Owens, the jury, all the witnesses, the doctors, nurses, and everyone at the treatment unit for looking after me, especially my doctor, Frank Clark. I want to thank the Rape Crisis Center, especially Cleona, who has stood by me this whole time. Also, thanks to the police and the ambulance crew, and to all the men and women who supported me throughout this trial, I am so grateful. Alright fam, that's a wrap for today's news. If you're vibing with the content, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps us out. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the latest updates. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. We've got you covered on all things MMA, and you're going to want to be in the loop. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about it. Appreciate you all, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.